Welcome to something that is always highly questionable. What do you like today, Bomani?
What's going on with Pablo's Harvard buddy, Jeremy Lin? Pablo gonna get some cornrows too?
Dale, papi.
Should the NFL be concerned about Eugene Monroe's retirement?
I think that the NFL might view Eugene Monroe as generally dangerous, being a marijuana advocate, the evils of marijuana, using the platform that way. He is retiring as a left tackle from football because things are happening to him health-related. He says he's doing things like forgetting that he left his phone in the freezer, and he wants out of the sport. But keep in mind, the sport is so popular that it makes me wonder how much anybody actually cares about the health risks we're always talking about, because it doesn't affect the popularity of the game at all. And I dare say that people are going to have to start dying on the field, plural, before people actually start caring in a way that affects the popularity of the game.
Well, I think the way that would make people stop caring is going to have to be stars of a higher caliber than, say, Patrick Willis saying that they're leaving. They'll have to leave when they're like 23 or 24. That's when people will start looking up at this. But Eugene Monroe, league full of Eugene Monroes, they'll drop him off and they'll pick up another one. Yeah, it's hard to find a starting caliber left tackle, but the world isn't going to stop spinning for the NFL if they lose Eugene Monroe. My question to the NFL about this: you have a drug testing policy that is effectively set up to only catch people who are really dumb because they're failing drug tests that they know are coming. You have demonstrated you don't really care that much about this stuff. Why not go in and deal with the research? The league says they want to talk to his doctors. I don't see why teams would necessarily be afraid of it.
Calvin Johnson, he's not famous enough for you?
He just got a little too old. Like, if Calvin Johnson had retired after the great Calvin Johnson season, then we'd be talking about something different.
We're going to start talking about this a little more as soon as the quarterbacks start retiring. Let's call it what it is.
But they do a lot more to protect them, so they stick around for like 35
years. The rules
years.
keep them safe.
What does Linsanity's latest hairdo say about him?
Just put it up, man. Just put it up. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Just put it up. Right there.
Woo!
2 braids down the middle.
This is the first time I'm seeing that.
Yeah, the dude to Jeremy Lin's left was probably told, make sure you get your hair right and you look presentable for a moment like this. Jeremy Lin, 2 cornrows.
I mean, he was allowing Spencer Haywood to choose his hairdos back on his last stop. Now he's gone full Brooklyn. What am I supposed to say about that other than it's startling to look at?
I just want to know who he got to braid his hair and how long those braids are going to hold, because that's not the easiest braiding job in the world to do. It's a little difficult for me to explain this to those of you who don't really understand braid world. Just know that wasn't easy for somebody to pull off.
You said that Spencer Haywood. You meant Spencer Hawes.
I did say that. I did.
The whole difference between Spencer Haywood and Spencer Hawes, that's like mixing up Somalian and Samoan. They sound kind of like the same. In reality, very, very different.
My bad.
Was it fair for the WNBA to fine teams and players for wearing black warm-up T-shirts?
Indiana, Phoenix, New York fined $5,000 for a benign statement that wasn't anything other than anti-violence. And the league said, hey, look, we're all for anti-violence statements, but you have to apply uniform codes. It's called a uniform. We want them to be uniform. And while it's a bad look, and while I'm okay with them doing that, and while I don't think they're fined, I do kind of understand the logic in not allowing a Peyton Manning to wear Johnny Unitas shoes after Johnny Unitas dies, because then you open up the precedent of allowing everyone else to not abide by the uniform. Again, don't think it's right what they did, but understand it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It is totally fair for the league to do this, because after the Minnesota Lynx wore their T-shirts with a much more pointed sort of set of statements, even if they were balanced, they sent a memo out saying, all right, that's enough, okay? This is where I had the problem with the WNBA. It seemed like you milked some good publicity out of the first time that this happened, right? Because it showed your players social conscience. And then you're like, all right, enough of that. We're going to have this stop. No. The rest of you guys, they already spoke for you, because we don't want to have any more drama. And I get where they're coming from, because this is a set of social issues that doesn't seem to be going anywhere. But it does look really bad for the WNBA, even if it was fair.
Did you learn anything new about Kobe from his letter to his younger self?
Yeah, the Players Tribune does this. They have players write letters to their younger selves. And Kobe Bryant wrote a letter to his 17-year-old self about what he would tell him before his Laker dream came true. And basically his whole point was, be careful about giving your family and friends money, because ultimately they're going to wind up resenting you for it, and they're going to become addicted to the money that you give him. It was a fascinating look into Kobe Bryant. One, he talked about this really like it was an addiction, and he said that he gave the people the money because it made him feel good to be the person who wound up giving them the money. But the other part I think is interesting. We didn't hear Kobe Bryant say anything about his parents at his last game there, right? He's the guy who says he doesn't need friends because he's got banners. No, he sounds like a dude who had those friends and had that family, and he's lost them, and it really, really hurts.
We talked to a lot of guys on this show about more money, more problems, and it sounds like Kobe Bryant's close relationships have been really impacted by the way that he gave in a way that he thought was unselfish. And now he's saying, as through an adult's eyes, he's saying, no, don't give the people you love fish. Teach them how to fish. Give them opportunities. Give them education so that they could get self-worth and fulfillment out of the money that you're giving them. It was an interesting thing to read.
I have a different perspective about this issue here. I think that kids should give their parents as much money as they can. Make them feel like, that's right. That's the way I see it.
We gave you a television show, and everywhere I go, it's "Where's Poppy? Where's Poppy?" As if he's with me all the time. It's the only question I get. That's not enough. The guy wants my bank account too.
It's funny, when I'm out, they only want to talk about me. When they don't want to talk about him, they talk.
Where's Poppy?
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Oh, I know how this is going to end.
No, the cyclist going to... Oh, is his car going to get hit? Yeah. Oh, which road ranger? We've got so many road rangers. Whoa!
Time to play the game that smells of success. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, we question them.
You smell.
You can smell, you can look at this and smell how successful it is.
Do you question if this goal was deserved?
Okay, this is good stuff right here. This is Minnesota playing a friendly. And keep in mind, Minnesota loses 4-0. Let's see if we can figure out how it is that they lost.
You said Minnesota like people know what they are. It's the NASL Minnesota team.
Yeah!
Oh, no.
Yeah! That is an own goal situation.
Oh, no, he's getting laughed at, too, by the Bournemouth dude.
Yes,
Well, and the worst thing is you got just close enough to think you might have a chance to track it down.
And the thing that you cannot do, Bomani, is you cannot be the guy who wears neon gloves, neon shoes, and then does that. You can't do that under any circumstances, but not wearing that
Here's
stuff.
the thing. Run that again. I'm going to show you where his big mistake was, right? See, right here is where he should have grabbed his shoulder and said that there was something wrong.
Yes.
Right? Like right there. Instead of that running and diving after it, he needed to be right here. Like,
That's true.
It hurts so bad. It's over rotator cuff.
You make it worse by trying to chase it down and failing.
Ring, ring, ring.
Yes, of course.
Hey, Juanito, it worked just the way you said it was going to work. We pay him a lot of money, buddy. Yeah, we clean up, buddy. I'm telling you what, have a good summer, with the wife and the kids and everybody. Yeah, that was a hell of a goal, Juanito.
Did you just talk to your bookie about his family?
And they're partners now. It's very confusing what's at the end of that banana. They're partners now. They're conspiring to cost Juanito money.
Do you question if this driver regrets his road rage?
Russia.
Yes, my favorite word on this show.
Oh, I know how this is going to end.
Oh, is the cyclist going to... Oh, is his car going to get hit? Yeah. Oh, which road ranger? We've got so many road rangers. Whoa!
Yo!
What just happened there?
Did he just get gut-butted with an AK-47?
What just happened? Oh, dear God! Wait a minute, this seems less funny. But I mean,
I don't know what's less funny about it to you.
I mean, there was just an abduction we witnessed.
Is there really an abduction? I mean, I think they just in there having a chat. By the way, some high-performance automobiles involved in this road rage incident. That's a Porsche in the front.
What the hell did we just watch?
Russia. We just watched Russia. You're always so excited about Russia, and then you act so confused when it gets all Russian.
I think that the cyclist was in the inside. He
Oh,
was in one, that's right.
look
He was
at
in
that.
One that blew the whistle.
Look
there.
at that, a whistle-blowing cyclist in on it. I mean, okay.
I mean, it's as good as what you come up with.
Okay.
Do you question who has a harder job here?
Okay, one of these guys works for the Golf Channel. The other guy's named Tim Burke. Now, he's not the writer in St. Petersburg, Florida, but instead he is a long drive champion, with his longest drive being 420 yards. 420 on the green. Let's see what we got. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
This isn't the first time that we've had somebody do something. Wait a minute.
Matt.
Yeah, that probably hurts a little bit. He hits the ball 4 football fields.
Wait. Are we sure which is which?
Let's go look at this together.
When I said I was ready, I was not
Well,
ready.
what do you mean who's got the harder job? This is a total contrivance. The guy with the tea in his mouth has got a club being swung near his nose.
Not a lot of people would do that. You're honestly
Holy
amazing.
Oh.
Why?
Why is a good question. I don't know why Max Patkin would do that.
Yeah, I don't want to steal the old man's thunder, but we got to run the other time somebody did this.
Yes.
More people need to watch our show, because
Yes.
if they did, they would know what a bad idea this is. You remember this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, there's a lot of pressure on that guy swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is not a long drive champion, and look at what happened there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That ball went 4 feet, and look at that. Yeah. There's that.
I would like to know, by the way, those two guys appear to be in Louisiana. I'm sure that's going to shock you.
It's still not the most painful drive I have seen.
Oh, wow, he has another
That's
one.
right.
Oh, yeah, this
There
one.
we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Chi-chi. Right in the Chi-chi. There it is. Got him.
Go Chichi.
Bang.
Two World Cup on Saturday.
Yes.
Like, I mean, that's an old man still
Yes.
trying to make it in this world. Y'all
Yes.
act like it's so funny.
But that wasn't the most painful groin shot I have seen.
We're going to keep doing this? All right. Many layers to this. Oh,
we go.
yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That was awful.
That is the worst one we've ever
The
seen
thing
right
about
there.
it is that goes so far past simply being a groin shot, right?
That's right. The hammer throw. Hammer. Oh, hit him in the hammer.
That's what I was thinking there.
Do you question if Fernando Cruz choose the right time for confrontation?
All right. He loved being able to pronounce.
You rolled those R's on Cruz last night?
That's right. Look at that on Ted Cruz. This is a New Jersey Jackal. Keep in mind, he's a reliever. He comes into the game. It's 8-3. He's got an 8-3 lead. He hits a batter with the bases loaded, makes it 8-4. Then a bunch of runs come in. It's 8-8, and now we're in the top of the 10th.
He's in red.
Thank you. Oh, no, he was in red in the back, Bomani.
I just said he was in red. Oh, Ed, by the way, this was not well planned.
Yes. I mean, there was a lot of chirping back and forth, and this Jackal just lost his mind. I thought he was in the batter's box, too, by the way. But no, there he goes.
I'd also like to note, though, his teammates are going about this the wrong way. Like, once your man is down on the ground, one of y'all got to throw a punch. Like, look at this. And hey, look at all the other Jackals show up. Just, hey, man, get back, man. Get back, man.
Woo! All right, I got to salute, though, the catcher in this situation, even though he just got kicked in the face right there and his mask came off. Can we play that back for a second so you guys can see how quickly this catcher reacts to a situation that you can't expect every day?
Behind him, by
Right.
the way.
This guy
Here we
just
go. Here we go.
sprints right past you in the back. You're wearing a mask. Yeah, that's quick.
Wow.
That's quick work,
I
man.
tell you this, though, what he realized very quickly was that dude wasn't running behind him for no good reason, right?
Right.
However, that logic, that's the Kermit Washington thinking. Got to be careful.
Yep. Watch out.
So who ended up winning that game? I had some money on the Jackals. Did they win? Huh?
He's so mad at Fernando Cruz.
Somehow
for
I
blowing
thought
that
that
lead.
you and your man were in on that.
When you back that fan up, you's a big fine woman when you back that fan up.
Call me Big Daddy when you back that thing up. Girl, who is you playing with? Back that thing up.
I know you can't stand it. Stick bandit, done landed. See the draws handed. Kitty go get it, y'all. Gang spit it, y'all. Put the girl in the middle, then I hit it, y'all.
Looking kind of lonely, I'm feeling horny. Put that piece in the middle like Monet.
You put the what in the middle like, oh, it's the best thing.
This broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that will steal your girl just because he can. See? Or no?
You're going to do something again there? You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued or not. I thought you were going to show the viewer that you were going to
How
steal
am I going to do that?
I don't know.
can't steal his girl.
I don't know.
In Shanghai, bone collector ball handling clinic YBDL.
All right, this is a professional street ball player, bone collector. You heard his name. What's he got? What did he do in Shanghai?
Which one is bone collector?
You know which one bone
No, I don't.
collector is. Oh, that's not a good result right there. Yeah, that went poorly. Old headband is
Oh, no. Did you see that? You see it?
I mean, between his legs, makes him fall down, loses a shoe. Like, what else could have happened there to embarrass him? Bomani, are you intrigued? Did we see...
I'm not going to lie, man. Bone collector lucky they let him walk out of there. You're not going to embarrass somebody like that on their home court, and it always goes so well. Ask them boys from Georgetown what happens when you go over there to China and they get tired of your shenanigans.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued, but they have better ball handling clinics in China than that one.
They do?
That's right.
Oh.
There we go.
Wow. This is like next level patty cake, man.
We also have a better clip of a guy losing his shoe.
Oh, come on, man. How many times are we going to do this
Oh,
today?
here we go.
All
This
right.
what you get for getting out here dancing for.
I mean, there... Oh. Oh.
I would love to have sympathy for him. I have none. And it don't look like, oh. So which one of them you think called a doctor for him, huh?
We also have a better clip of a guy getting crossed to the ground.
Come on, man. Oh, Paul Pierce. Yeah,
Yes.
Paul Pierce, yeah.
Hey. Okay. Oh, where the heck is that? Show me something. Show me
Boy
something.
ain't got nothing on me.
Hey.
There we go.
This is an amazing library of videos we have around here.
On NBC Sports Network, the Tour de France.
Yes, because you've seen on our show the fans, the funny fans running near the cyclists. Really just one cyclist. Vroom has found himself. There's that guy showing you a little bit about what he's got back there. There's another guy showing you what he's got back there. There's this guy showing you what he's got up there.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's
You remember that guy?
That's an oldie but a goodie. That's not a recent clip. That's a few years ago. What next? What's next? What else we got?
On the road there, Yates, you can. Well, there he is, just sitting towards the back, hanging on there ahead of the
Oh,
other
that guy. Wait a minute.
South Africa, Louis
Did
Menkes.
that guy just say, wait a minute, was that clip? Let me hear that again. Was that actually revealed to us while the announcer said someone was hanging back? Let me hear that
On
again.
the road there, Yates, you can. Well, there he is, just sitting towards.
Yeah, there he is. Hanging back indeed. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I gotta say, there was a time I was watching that video. I was like, hey, what's the big deal about the guy running with the flag? That's not very funny. And then I found the point of the video, and that wasn't very funny either.
Did we blur that out? Are we allowed to put that on television, Pop? Are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, at the rate we are going, the whole race is going to be naked pretty soon.
I mean, it'd be a lot more fun, right? It'd be a lot more fun if everybody was out there doing that.
It will hurt a little bit.
Yeah, if the cyclists were naked, that would hurt. Yeah, it would hurt.
Is the word chafe? Chafe?
They would chafe, yes.
On OLN Canada, Polar Bear Town.
Oh, I'm fascinated by the animals. What does this mean? I learned the other day, that when you go to the zoo and the gorillas are in there and you smile at the gorillas, they think that you're threatening them because they think that your teeth are out to attack them. Seems to be miserable being a gorilla. Anyway, Polar Bear Town, what do we got?
Where's the bear?
He's behind the willows, and that guy is just walking.
You guys are 4 feet away from getting grabbed. Where is he? The bear's right there. Yeah, hello.
If I think it's dangerous, I will go and intervene. The deck of cards could come down heavy over just one stupid incident.
Rule number 7, don't let the bear come on the vehicle or close to it.
Bryant, the bear.
Where's the bear?
There's a bear on the car.
Get the away from him.
I can't believe the Patriots taught one of those to play tight end and catch passes. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Look, man, if you're going to go out there and take something so that you can shoot the bear, it needs to be something a little bit more powerful than a camera. All right? You never know.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, the bears are not doing anything. They're just enjoying themselves. Now, one of those bears churches one of those cars and eat somebody, then they're going to blame the bear. You know, the bear didn't go out looking for trouble. You know what I mean? That guy is a bum. The guy that brought these tourists to the bird camp. That's right. He's just thinking about the amount of money he's making on the deal. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
We'll talk to you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.